It's huge, nice.
He's like the only. He's like the only like film reviewer that I have genuine respect the opinion of instead of just memeing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, for the most part, when
Let's
it
hit it. We're going
Right.
live, people. We are going live. Currently in the process
when
of
it comes
going
to
live.
film
We are now. We
I
have
mostly
gone
just
live,
like
and now we are
And
live.
that's
This
why we
live
should
stream
round
is
up
now
the Jews.
live, and
Exactly.
Israel.
I
fake,
myself have a Jew
and-
factory in my Minecraft world.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
A
not even
concentration
kidding. I
factory.
wish I was.
I
And it's
think
called-
you've got
it's
this
called
backwards,
Himmler
dude. You're supposed
Sauna.
to be destroying them, not making more.
all anti-Semites.
I was
Well,
I was
I am
gonna do
burning
that
them
thing
alive.
for the first 30 seconds of the stream,
Happy
so
New
it
Year,
wouldn't
everyone.
immediately
Great.
devolve into just rabid anti-Semitism. But hey, I didn't. You know,
You didn't account for the Sandro factor.
I
Yeah.
didn't account for the fact that I am funded by white supremacists.
Damn right.
Boom.
Yeah, but
Yes,
you're
you
German.
have
Oh,
to do
that's
something
them
with my
boys.
money.
Are you proud of us, Daddy Burger?
Burger,
off,
yeah.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to answer that question.
Oh,
I
we
would-
done you good, Burger. We done you proud.
I would,
Have
I
we
would
done the
genuinely
right thing?
find God right if like Harambe the White actually became a thing.
Yes.
I read fucking Sam Hyde's Wikipedia article today, right? And fucking.
Freddy, I'm pretty sure that there's an albino gorilla at Chester Zoo. That's kind of near it. You could kidnap it.
And they said that, like, apparently Sam Hyde supported white supremacist causes because he did donate like $5,000 to the Legal Defense Fund for like the guy who makes the Daily Stormer, right? And because it like Sam Hyde is post-ironic comedy, right? Like his entire existence is just the character Sam Hyde, and so a reporter asked him why he did that, why he spent money for that. And he was like, why do you care so much about money? Are you Jewish? Fucking just completely beside the point. It's just that he is so...
That's so good. Though.
He's beyond reality to such a tremendous extent. It is insane. If he probably did that just to make that joke to a reporter. Fucking... You shouldn't be worried about us killing Jews. You should be worried about us killing reporters. it's
Man.
so fucking
So,
Big.
yeah. It's
talking of big oofs, right? Have you guys heard about the whole Josh Hawley thing going on in the States right now?
Josh
I've
who?
not.
Oh, he's one of the GOP Republicans. He's trying to challenge Biden's electoral college victory.
Oh, for fuck's
Right.
sake!
Fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Why?
Fake and
I'm
gay.
not.
But hasn't that already been struck down by the Supreme Court?
Yeah,
Or
they
am I-
ruled on the legitimacy of the election, right?
No.
I'm not sure. This is like a new thing, I think. It's not the Texas thing. That did get struck down.
This isn't a court thing. This is a procedural thing where during the January 6th is when they actually count the electoral college votes, and then the House and Senate members can object, and then they get split into separate councils where they vote whether they want to overrule that objection. So basically, it'll just slow down the process. It won't actually change
Pretty
anything
much.
unless a bunch of people join him.
Why? Why?
Pretty
Why?
much.
Why is the U.S. like the most crybaby country of all the countries? Like, there's countries that are
we suck.
starving literally to death, and you're
Dude, do
like,
you remember-
"Oh,
we-
fucking
Dude, we're the country that somehow put someone like Mitch fucking McConnell in power. I don't think you need to look any further than that.
You know what?
Dude,
That's a fair
right.
point, and I'm
The whole
super
meme,
questioning this.
like early 2017, when there was people talking about the "Not My President" SJWs and the woman who screamed when she found out that Trump won, and the fact that they were being really snowflakey about it.
I'm not just
The,
like
the
I'm not just
people that were
criticizing
bitching
one
about
side,
that
both
are
of
the
them.
very same motherfuckers.
Well, I like
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
the election here and there, right? I'm much more interested in the whole stimulus check situation. Like
Yeah.
that's something that actually matters right now.
Mitch
Oh, yeah, McConnell
versus
shot that
Bernie
shit down.
Sanders.
Did he now? Is he actually?
Hold on.
And like he even accepted the Bernie filibuster for that.
No, Mitch McConnell rejected the idea to just increase it to 2,000, but then he just put forward his own bill that would give everyone 2,000, but would repeal 230 temporarily.
And isn't the House out of session, so they couldn't even vote on it?
No, the thing was that Bernie wanted to, if they didn't vote on it, he would filibuster the defense spending bill, so that the senators, if they didn't give $2,000, wouldn't get their New Year's break.
Yeah.
But apparently they're willing to not spend the fucking New Year's with their families if that means making sure the people that voted them into office don't get any money at all.
See, you guys are behind. They actually already filibustered and already passed it and already started giving out checks as of last night for $600.
That's like nothing.
Wait,
That is like
This literally means that they discussed the issue and are like, the best we can do is $600.
Dude, that's like literally just almost enough to buy a second-hand Glock 21 Gen 4.
I love that. My favorite one.
I see. This is not a handout for the people. This is a handout for the gun companies.
yeah, it's so you can buy yourself
My
a gun
favorite-
to shoot yourself in the head with. That's what it's for.
My favorite two memes are the one where it's a picture of a site that sells coffins, and like even the pine box is like $650, and like I can't even afford to die with $600.
Well, if you had worked hard and saved up properly, you would have those $50. You're just irresponsible with your money.
You're just
lazy.
A special snowflake millennial who doesn't want to work.
Honestly, I know this is like really petty of me, but I genuinely hope that Rand Paul gets shot by a poor person. Just
You know what would be funny? If America finds itself in a war and no one wants to actually volunteer.
No, even better. So, right? No, Heinz, even better. Someone runs up to Rand Paul, mugs him, and like stabs him with a knife. Right when he asks why couldn't you just shoot me and put me out of the misery, the guy just looks at him and says, "I can't afford the bullet."
This is another like Sam Hyde joke where he just ironically talks about some crazy executive and then puts his address in the sketch and goes, "I live in this place and you definitely shouldn't come and kill me." It's so fucking insane. Oh damn.
dude, all of these people have addresses. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's not talk about doing the Ted Kaczynski mail delivery service on the main YouTube channel.
Yes.
I'd prefer not to get permanently banned. That's like a thing for
Everything
me.
was in Minecraft, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
This is a
playing
Minecraft
right
channel.
now.
It all goes
Literally.
away now, Burger.
What I think the American political system thinks is if they're poor, they can't afford a firearm, forgetting that in England, we already solved that issue. We use knives.
So you guys remember the
Also-
Pelosi ice cream video in the summer where she was like, "Just stay home and eat ice cream"?
Kind of.
No.
So someone has went and did their research on that video of her home refrigerator that she's standing in front of, or freezer. It's like a stand-up
Yeah,
freezer.
it's what-
What is
And
that
found
background
that-
noise? Holy shit.
So they found. Oh, I can fix that. Hold on. They found
That was
that.
weird
Is
as
there
shit.
just
The-
like a jackhammer going on?
That sounded like something like that. Yes.
Sounded like a lorry
It-
that in
Sounded like your
Newport.
mom's vibrator.
Oof.
Fucking
Did
Yeah.
A
research on
jackhammer.
that video and found the refrigerator she was standing in front of, and looked at replacement parts for it. Just the door hinges cost $600.
I wish it fell on her.
God damn it! What the fuck?
I wish it fell on her in Minecraft and no one helped.
Yep,
Burger, what happened?
Minecraft needs that shit.
I figured out on a slightly unrelated note. I figured out a cool way of profiteering off the Brit Bong knife crime meme, right? So I go to a place like LA or somewhere where there's a lot of dumb people with money to throw around, and I open up like a martial arts school, but it's just knife crime. And I'll say I teach like authentic Brit Bong knife shit. And that's what I do.
British martial arts.
British martial arts.
How to
Nah,
get
even
fucking
better, teach 'em
stabbed.
Gap Lagach or whatever the one
Labcock,
means.
yeah.
Phase,
Labcock.
phase 1, you make
Phase.
eye contact. Phase 2, you fucking what, mate? Proceed with unflipping your knife.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, you need to just know
You throw a
butterfly
steak
knife.
and cheese ball at him, and then you kick him in the dick, stab him, and take his wallet. Or you just throw a pint glass at him. Those are all the moves. There's nothing else.
The problem there is kicking the dick isn't as painful as kicking the balls.
So
Or a
is
pint
anyone here watching the stream
No.
currently located
Oh,
in Finland,
Why?
the Baltic countries, Ukraine, Bulgaria, the Eastern European part between that and Greece, Israel, Egypt, Libya, Northern Sudan, and South African countries, various of them.
Oh, interesting.
Is anyone, probably not, no, 100% no one is there, but if you are there, yeah, in like less than 20 minutes you will be done with 2020. I still have over an hour to go, and then an hour later it will be the Brit Bongs, and then much later it will be the Metagons.
Lucky you, I got another 10 hours to go.
Those sound
Dude,
like gay
you
German
guys
words.
honestly think that this whole thing will be over in a
I'm
matter
still
of hours? I'll tell you what will happen. The clock will roll up.
I'm still expecting a saucer to descend from the atmosphere.
I mean, Erin is also already in 20,
Yes.
or it already, and she said that it's December 32nd. So I'm pretty worried actually.
So
Yeah.
I've just been playing Minecraft for the entire day, and every time a country passes the the midnight point, it's just rockets go off everywhere, and it lags the shit out of my game. Fuck you, Mojang. Why are you celebrating other countries? What is this?
Celebrate Brazil.
Yeah, just
Do
like
you
Brazil.
remember-
Yeah.
I do
Hey,
hate
speaking
when
of
there's
South America, right? There was actually something good that happened yesterday. Abortion got legalized in Argentina.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's true.
true,
I
yeah.
can't, that shit is all over my Instagram, and it's so
You
annoying.
see, if you read the small print, it only applies to forced abortion of British.
which, frankly, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they can
At
least
abort
there was
whoever
one
wants
nice
to
thing to
walk
come out
on
of
their
this year.
nation, but that island is ours.
So on the subject of 2020, remember there is this company called Microsoft. Remember how they released an Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
And then they released another Xbox, but it's Xbox One. Next
Yeah.
year is still 2020. It's just 2021.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Damn it.
That is.
Oh, wait.
How can you be less funny than me?
You
How can
just
you be less
ruined
funny
the
than me?
entire
It's not
year
possible.
for me.
Dude, something else good happened today. Don't worry. Bernard Income died. Bernard Income died.
I'm not familiar with
I don't know
British
this
politics.
I don't know who that is.
Thatcher's press secretary.
Oh, well, I'll drink to that. Cheers.
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Let me
Cheers.
fill up a drink.
Thatcher.
Good
Yeah.
thing that I poured myself some coffee.
Isn't that like the roof thingy? I'm kidding.
yeah, that's what she did. She
was a roof thingy.
she put a roof on how high the working class could ascend. Boom!
And it's on the floor.
Yes. It's
under the floor.
Like the Jewish people.
fuck, dude.
This YouTube channel does not endorse anti-Semitism.
Except when we do.
We do, however, find it hilarious.
Yeah.
The only thing we hate is the Zionists.
Please tell me, like,
Any
tell
other
me
Jews?
how
No.
tell me how Minecraft villagers aren't Jews. Tell me.
look at their noses.
They
dude,
want your
right?
emeralds. They want your emeralds, and they have huge noses. Like that is
See,
clearly
the problem is they don't
not
have
being
their
racist.
own nation, which is more military advanced than anything you can possibly make.
I mean, I have
The
the
only- Dude, that's what pillagers are.
primitive
Pillagers are just the IDF.
I regret putting this live stream on the main channel. I actually debated with this with myself about this, whether I should do it, because they really fuck with like your analytics. Like, fucking not as many people watch this 4-hour show than usually people watch your 10-minute videos. That must mean that no one watches your content anymore. It's like,
that is so
no,
retarded.
that's
Why
not
does
how
that
that
happen
works.
even?
It's because fucking YouTube's dumb. So, but yeah, I already did the Christmas one. I figured, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Well,
I feel like they might
you
have
see that
to.
they're out of one.
You see, Burger, that's the problem. The pound is also dropping just like the dollar.
Yeah, you know what should be fucking dropping? The euro, but that's not happening.
That'll get stronger.
Let me look up the dollar to euro. Let me look that up again, and it's even lower now.
Fantastic.
Hooray.
Almost like printing money doesn't work
right
out.
now.
What?
Burger, you can
What's
just...
the exchange rate as of right now?
The exchange rate as of right now is well, this is not the exchange rate that you get as like an average person. This is like a special exchange rate.
God damn it, Brainlet! Why are you God damn it, and Bigot! Why are you stealing all of my memes?
Because I've been collecting them.
I get 82 cents for $1.
He's the collector.
And let's get back at the highest point this year. I would get 94 cents on the dollar. And last year it was around 90 to 95, so it's a huge decrease. And the problem is still most of the money that I own at this point in time, it's in dollars. Yeah, so that's unfortunate.
So,
what the fuck is this song?
Did you see the statistic out of the Fed though? It's like 25% of all American money that has ever been printed was printed this year.
That may be the case, yes.
Hello.
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 Hi, I just saw the stream was happening. I'm a patron now, Burger. Gotta say, love your vids. I listen to your shit a lot. I enjoy hearing you talk, man. Love your
Thanks,
content.
man.
Oh, hey,
thank you for
Silver
becoming a
It's good
patron.
to see you in here.
Welcome.
Is someone actually being nice and ironically? What is this?
I am being nice and ironically. What up? I'm American.
Yeah, so
That is
Sandro
kinda cringe.
burned through his capacity to do that earlier today.
No, fuck off. That's not true. That's not true. Stop.
Somebody asked me if I could make a video on abortion. Why would I do a video on abortion?
It's based.
Yeah, it's a
because
bullshit,
funny.
man.
Haha.
It's not. I don't consider it to be like a complicated issue at all. It's like
It's just legalize it.
Legalize it, exactly. Like there's no fucking, you know.
Imagine letting people do whatever they want with their bodies. Imagine
insane.
that.
End of the year, have a classic.
I
On
would
the
say like
current year.
you can't make a rule on it or a law on it because you don't know what's going to happen or like how you're going to handle the situation until it presents itself to a woman. You can't decide in advance like that. Like, that's my.
Why
that's
is
my
the chat?
No, but that's the point. The point
Why
is
is the
that
studio
that
chat just full of femboy Nazism?
I made all these-
I think they might think we're actually like anti-Semites.
This is a transstrasserism podcast now because fucking Heinzke's here.
What?
What is
that happen? How do you get?
But no, it's about like just the way that you decide on an individual basis with abortion is to just give the woman the right to decide. Yeah. That's how you make that decision ahead of time. Like nobody's forcing you to have an abortion.
Unless you're British, right?
Well, actually, here's a question. What if, hypothetically speaking, a minor, like a middle school age girl, got pregnant through assault? I'm just going off of here.
Yeah.
Now,
if you don't abort that, she'll likely die.
Yeah, she'll probably die, or she'll not be able to raise a child.
Because from American perspective, like at what age is like does it become a do the parents have more control of the situation than the kid? Because
I do not think...
Here's the problem that the law doesn't actually go accordingly to biology. This is a big problem because different people developed different rapes, and while it's roughly the same, right?
Different rapes?
Yeah, you're not as old as you are.
Freudian slip there, my guy.
What, sorry?
It doesn't rates. What he meant to say is rates.
I think you said rates.
I said rates.
You know.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with the law of abortion, though, Sandro? Like, I would be willing to like bet money that even if you're a minor and you want to get an abortion, your parents cannot actually decide that you can't do that because it is your bodily autonomy. When you're a minor, you're not your parents' property.
No, I'm not talking about.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at which age it will like the pregnancy will affect you, like literally a matter of life and death, will vary according to your growth rate, right?
Yeah, which is why
that's
which is why like it's specified that it's in life or death situations, not at certain ages, and doctors decide that if it's a life or death situation.
Well, yeah, okay, but that's in most countries, not in all of them, right?
I don't happen to know the abortion laws of every single country.
Yeah,
but
if I can say something, sorry.
Return of Gene.
What I was going with that was if I could say something. What I was asking was like, what if for the most part I think like a teenage age girl would be able to like decide what she wants to do in that situation, but like at which point in between, like how young until like that's like before puberty do the parents have input on this versus the kid? Because at some point,
before puberty you can't get pregnant, so that's a very easy solve.
There's a period like between like there's like at which point does a post-pubescent woman, like how young is like to the extent where like her parents would have to like who would have most of the control of the situation versus herself? Never.
It's her bodily autonomy.
Even okay, so it's like an advisor thing. It's like her parents and the doctors would be like advising her in the situation.
Yeah, this is all. I mean, I'm not sure if this is the case legally in all places, but this is how it should be.
Yeah,
fair.
Like it's her bodily autonomy. It's her body. It's her choice. It's that simple.
All the power in the world to be stupid and make a stupid decision is what Burger means.
Everyone makes stupid decisions.
Yeah,
like if you have the ability to not live with that for the rest of your life, you should take it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I have a similar thing when it comes to like the whole trans thing, right? I don't.
Oh my god, no, my bees are burning.
I don't think in any way that it shouldn't be allowed for kids, right? That's stupid. But what I'm mostly concerned about is like what's the long-term effects and shit, right? When it comes to hormones and shit.
Well,
But
from
not
what I
just, like-
understand, and there's probably people here who can explain that a lot better than I can, the puberty blockers basically have no negative side effects, or negligible negative side effects, when compared to the fact that horrible things will happen to you if you don't take them.
I'm not sure what the exact dynamics of it are, but they make your bone structure slightly weaker. It's literally just delays.
In a world where we have firearms, your bone structure is almost irrelevant.
I mean,
I've had this argument with my own mother for 5 years now about, you need calcium, you need strong bones. It's like, do I fuck? If I need to actually physically fight someone, I'll use a gun. If I need to physically lift someone, I'll use an instrument that we as intelligent apes have built.
Wait. What if you run out of bullets and need to hit? What if you run out of bullets and they need to hit someone over the head with the gun?
You think a Western power is going to run out of bullets? We have America on our side.
Most people use handguns, and this may be fucking minuscule of how often this happens. You could be in a situation you waste all your bullets. You either don't hit shit, they don't go down because they're high, or maybe like there's more people. At some point, you have to like use the butt of the gun and melee a fucker in the temple, and he may not be strong enough. So
imagine not holding the gun by the barrel and whacking them like it's a fucking hammer.
The question is should we really use that as an argument to not allow young trans folks to take hormone blockers? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
While we're on the subject, though, like this is something that like I'm a little uneducated on. So please, like, give me the proper information here. But to my knowledge, the hormone blockers only work for MTF, not FTM, right?
I do not know this.
Because like I'm assuming that's how it.
I'm afraid I don't
work.
I'm just gonna say a big fat I don't know.
From my understanding, like testosterone has a far more dramatic effect on the body, depending on. Oh no! Wait, no, never mind. I think I'm misunderstanding this. Okay, all I know is that like at a certain point, a trans woman is someone assigned male at birth, transitioning to female. Their vocal cords are stuck at whatever place they are before they took those hormones. You can't alter the voice, and they're stuck with that, which is
you know fix all of this. If we're all just Bionicles. This would all just be fixed from the start, you know.
Okay, I have a question.
Whatever
why
thing you want.
Why do people remember Bionicle so much? Okay, quick frame of
reference. I'm here.
I'm 20 years old.
Bionicle was fucking cool,
I remember like being like 5, 6, or 7 and seeing the television movies. I couldn't follow shit. All of these installments were different canons, and I couldn't understand the structure of the story.
If you couldn't follow the plot of Bionicle, you're literally retarded.
They're all different. It went from a team of element-based heroes to a fucking giant colossus.
Wait,
I can explain this. I can explain this.
I want to hear this. Go freeze.
Okay.
Explain.
Okay, so the first
if you're wrong, I will kill you.
3 generations or so of Bionicle, right? That was like a main story. Then it basically jumps back to talking about how the Turaga ended up on Matsunui. Then it picks off from there. I think it was like 2 seasons that it went for that.
It's 2000.
Then after that, the timeline just goes back to where it picked off on the whole Matsunui thing.
It's somewhat like that. So like what happens with Bionicle is that it starts out with the like robots in the jungle thing, right? Then they explain to you what happened before they got there, right? Then like the young characters that you meet on the first arc, they basically just grow up, they mutate into these newer versions of themselves, and fuck off.
Wait. If I can ask real quick though, what was
and then it picks up with the original cast mutated again.
Okay, so
it goes wake up a giant fuck off robot.
I just need to watch the movies. I guess this sounds like crazy. I have a question. Okay, firstly, 2 things. 1, remember Hero Factory? And 2,
Hero Factory shit. If you talk about it, I will ban you right now.
Okay,
Hero Factory has nothing to do with Bionicle.
Which Bionicle installment had the guy with the golden mask, yellow golden mask, brass colored mask, who was actually a giant fucking colossus, giant stone city giant.
It's the first generation.
Literally the last.
Canonically, like in terms of the chronology of the canon, or like in like release order, because that thing came way after.
You don't. A lot of people don't get this. Like the giant fuck off robot, right?
That dude
that
became
was planned from the very beginning.
Wait, seriously? The guy who that cool Bionicle guy with the golden mask with the brass colored mask who was actually that's Matanui. Matanui became a smaller Bionicle warrior.
Yeah, he did. Because like he was this consciousness on a giant fucking robot that was actually 40,000.
And people lived in that. Smaller Bionicles lived in that.
feet tall. Yes, it is a central moment. Fuck you all. So like he got his body stolen by basically his lieutenant. Okay. And he placed him on his mask, and then shot him from his waist.
So if I can ask, wait, just to confirm, all of the movies follow the same cast. Thresh, that plane.
No, they don't. No.
Thank you for the $1, Gerard Wells. No, I will not do anything to stop this.
How did this turn into a Bionicle theory?
I forgot. We're doing a podcast. I'm so sorry, Berlin.
We're not. This is not a podcast. This is just people because everyone's alone.
You know what I mean? Words that I
I'll make everyone angry. Until this conversation just now, I didn't realize that Bionicle was anything more than a Lego set.
No, there's actual lore. It's a full science fantasy
It
series,
literally
man.
has more lore than fucking Warhammer.
Wait, seriously? No,
I'm not.
You,
There's like a ton of books, hundreds.
Oh yeah,
of
I used to own the
Way
here,
better than
Sandro.
Bionicle.
I'm gonna make you angry right now.
Risers.
Yeah.
I used to own the books.
Risers were the
I
best
think
thing
they got
ever.
I think all of them got lost that I had. It was like all the books leading up until the end of the whole Metro Nui thing.
That doesn't.
I used to
That's
have
sad.
all the comics starting from the
Wow.
end of Hordika, and I gave them all along with every Bionicle I owned to my best friend when I moved up
By
north.
the way, and we completely missed
What's
this,
his
but
name?
it is
Can I find this best friend of
officially
yours?
midnight has passed. Fuck! I wanted to do a countdown for this, but you talked about Bionicle too much.
Happy fucking 2020.
Happy New Year,
Burger.
Finland
Happy
and
New Year.
countries that
Happy
actually
New
do
Year.
exist in time zone UTC +2.
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
Mozambique,
I'm sorry.
Mozambique is on a new year now.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Happy
not
New Year,
going to
dude.
completely dox the man, but in case you're wondering, Sandro, his name is Andreas. He lives in California. I'm not gonna say fucking where.
Wait, what?
I also live in
You asked-
California, and I'm.
I
cool
mean,
saying
one
that 'cause
could
it's only
glass all of California, and it's only going up from there.
I mean, I live in Brazil, so I don't count.
Yeah.
Sorry
I'm not,
for
Pennsylvania.
I'm not going to Brazil because I'll never leave.
Burger. Sorry for
Yes, you'll get changed.
sorry for wasting your last moments of the year with Bionicle.
No, not my last moments of the year. I still have an hour to go. This was Finland.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
Finland.
So it's fake.
Oh, so
Sorry,
we were.
Finland. Wait,
So
is
we were
Finland
wishing
Baltic
the-
or Nordic? I legitimately.
So I guess we were wishing the servers
It's on the
neo-Nazis a
Baltic.
new year.
Yeah, so
Oh,
my
I'm gonna put it back on
the point of the stream was kind of to like do the New Year's thing for several time zones. But I mean, once you get these people started on Bionicle, there's however could you get a word in edgewise?
You know, it was
I am
like-
sorry. I feel bad now. Fuck you.
Have you ever considered like doing?
But
Burger, you ever like considered doing like
Wiser.
other like lore videos for like different fiction, like for different properties?
I
'Cause, like, I
have.
feel like if,
Yeah, he has for a
You have?
couple of them.
no, I mean like
I
beyond
have?
Shadowrun though, like I mean like other things like you haven't heard
we
of, but
did
like I feel
system agnostic
You know-
for a while.
You know how you read My Immortal? You should do that, but with Bionicle.
I don't want to be like a lore reading channel. I kind of also the Shadowrun was like an exception because I wanted to do the thing with the as I wanted to do a Shadowrun game. Plus, I found that like most of the Shadowrun lore videos were pretty bad. I could do this with like Vampire the Masquerade, but there's some really good content that already does this
Alright.
for Vampire
Yeah,
the
Burger.
Masquerade.
If we're talking
Yeah,
lore
I would
videos, out of
say-
curiosity, right? Do you watch Vati video?
I do not.
Oh,
No, I do not know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
a Dark Souls lore tuber.
Yeah,
I
I
can
do.
also-
Please stay away from me with Dark Souls. I
Oh,
do
it's
not
pretty
like
fun,
it.
though.
Okay, I'm gonna be real.
Fair enough.
Once I heard about I watched like those like mashed or like arcade cloud like lore in a minute videos. I think like Dark Souls is the only every single understanding of every single system and like a lore explanation for how souls work in most fantasy fiction is pretty consistent. Except Dark Souls. Souls are fucking mana, and then like don't get me started on Kingdom Hearts, which is completely
Right.
From what I
right.
understand, the
I'm-
world building and the way that the lore of Dark Souls is delivered is very good. But
No,
I
you
just
know, what's
really do
funny
not
is-
like Dark Souls.
No,
It's,
the way
it's
I
weird.
view-
Like, I can actually go on about this. So, okay, when it comes to the lore, right? You know how, like, in a lot of the old stories, it's like, it gives you enough of an explanation that you kind of get it, but there's just, like, a lot of mystique about there because, one, there's a lot of shit lost to time, and two, it gets abstract as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's why Dark Souls lore is so interesting. It's abstract as fuck.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah, no. I from my understanding, it's cool. It's gothic, and because I grew up in like the mid '90s, goth was hella popular. So Tim Burton aesthetic was fucking everywhere to an extent. I dig it. It just the soul, like how they deal with souls, is just kind of weird to me. A bit frustrating because like everything else is consistent, but no, suddenly souls are man.
I'm just gonna point out that you having a defined thing on what a soul is dumb because a soul doesn't exist. and therefore
Yeah,
it can
it's
be applied
weird.
in
Like,
any
I'll
way
just
you
give
want.
like a brief, and I mean when I mean brief,
we
I
have
mean like
exact
less than a
definitions for
1
stuff
minute
that doesn't
overview
exist,
of
like,
how it starts
literally.
off, right? Like, basically the way it starts off is the world's just covered in fog. There's dragons and giant trees everywhere. Out of the fog comes out giant skeleton man and Lord of Sunlight and what was the third one? A witch and like a tiny dude. And
the fervent pygmy, all easily
yeah,
forgotten.
they just all kill. They just kill all the dragons, go down deep in the earth, and find 3 souls.
And they accept
find
one,
4 souls,
which-
right?
We accept one because Seath.
Yeah, which basically they work together, kill the dragons, take the souls for themselves, except the tiny dude, which basically becomes the father of humanity.
So anyway, I tried to crack one off in the shower, but it was really hot and I almost blacked out.
Why is it so hard to pleasure yourself in the shower? Like, why do you get so why do you get so tired?
I don't know what
I think it's because you can't sweat. It's like
Of
high
course you
humidity.
sweat in the shower.
Well, you do, but it's like high humidity, so it's doing nothing for you. And the heat is just building up.
I mean, you're just like increasing friction, right?
Oh, if I can say something real quick. Speaking of lore channels, I'm plugging these guys I like. The Exploring series and Luton 09 are 2 incredible like exploring fiction channels. Burger, if you want to find someone who's like good at exploring Warhammer shit, Luton 09 is
No, I do not. I do
Really?
not. I do. No.
Nobody cares about Warhammer.
I
It's
refuse.
too grimdark.
Everyone has offered me this. Everyone is like, "Oh no, yes, Warhammer. You would love Warhammer," and I do not. I do not like Warhammer. I do not like it. I don't
You know,
like
if we're plugging,
That being said, I did watch a bunch of Luton's videos, and they're pretty good.
you know, right? If we're still on plugging Warhammer lore channels, One Mind Syndicate.
No.
Major
You're
kill.
all-
Major
right.
kill.
You're all wrong.
Get out of here.
Baltimore is the best.
Fuck you, I like it.
Baltimore's good. I listened to his Krieg video. That was sexy as hell on so many levels. Also, Major
I
kill.
won't go. Okay. I won't go that far. Like, and I just admitted to beating it in shower.
That's nice.
Everyone does that, man.
I mean,
You're
I
not-
don't.
You're not special.
But people don't admit that they almost blacked out doing it.
No, I said I got real tired.
What is this fucking stream, man?
And keep in mind, I only live with my grandmother. So if I ended up at A&E, we all know who had to take me there.
Burger, are you happy with this?
Godspeed,
Is it what you wanted?
bastard.
I'm not sure.
I
It
think this
might
is a
be.
lot more than what he wanted.
I don't have to carry this stream. That's a nice change of pace.
Wait, Brady,
We're immediately at the
did you
point where
did you
everyone just
finish,
talks.
or did you realize that you were about to black out?
Do you
and
ever
stop?
carry?
No, when you get to a point, you're like, no, I'm committed to this now. Oh, it's like,
Oh, okay.
we go for broke.
So what did you do? Did you like
you
dry
know-
your hand or something, or what did you?
I was in the shower. I didn't really. You just raise your hands and fucking wash them.
No, but no, I
Yeah,
mean, like,
yeah.
how did you? If there was too much friction and humidity to like actually properly in the first place, then how did you?
There's a reason I almost blacked out. It's because I forced it.
Okay, moving on.
So I want to bring up like a weird
can I just
series, right?
like get a word in here for a moment? The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race.
You know, talking about the Industrial Revolution, that reminds me of like a weird IP that I discovered back when I was going to Job Corps when I was around 19, right? And it was this book
Bionicle?
series by I think his name was Scott Westerfield, and it's called the Leviathan Trilogy, right? And it's this alternate history universe where think like right around the time of World War I was beginning to start, and it takes place from like a fictional character who's the son of Franz Ferdinand, and like
Isn't that like a steampunk series?
kind of, right? It's like
I've
it's
heard
weird.
of
It's
them.
like basically all the Allied nations, basically they have all these like genetic abomination things because Darwin discovered DNA and how to splice it. So they have like mutants doing all their shit, but like
What
all
is this
the
called?
It's called the Leviathan trilogy by Scott Westerfield.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And like the Axis powers, like Germany and whatnot, right? For some reason, they all have like mechs and shit. And when I say mechs, I mean they look more like battleships with legs.
Nice.
Awesome.
Speaking of the 20th century alt history, Iron Harvest looks pretty dope. I don't know if I got this recently. I haven't played a lot of it yet, but it's Steam Diesel Punk mechs, and those are honestly pretty cool looking.
But does it have something that's that's basically a Zeppelin, right? But imagine this, right? It's a Zeppelin, but the thing above it is basically a whale that breathes hydrogen and stores it in air sacs so it can float.
No, but that's cool.
You would need a high gravity planet to do that.
I can see the art now.
Probably.
I can see the.
Also, it has like
need
little
mass
extra
not to
aircraft
be
things
crushed.
that are basically jellyfish that do the same thing.
Oh, that's sick. That's dope. That's cool. That's hella cool.
And like, there's
love
even
that
artwork for it and shit done by this one artist. Like, look it up. I swear, it's cool as fuck.
If I can ask real quick, Burger, do you record these and post them in their entirety after they're done? The streams.
They're live streams, yeah, they're
automatically
automatically
posted.
saved.
Cool. All right. Oh, this is on the. Well, I just admitted to something that's going to be on the internet forever. God damn it. Let's do this.
Yes, you did, and yes, it
Big
is.
oof.
Fortunately, no one's going to watch this.
Yeah, I'm like.
I mean, it's not as
I
bad
see
as the
that
time.
joke coming out of way.
I mean, hey, dude, it's not like the. At least you didn't do what I did. Admit to the time your friend's like 5-year-old niece literally called you the N-word.
I think that's less worse than admitting
That's
to jerking
great.
in the
We will watch your career with great interest.
Oh no, the worst part is like she's like this.
You already admitted you give money to Burger. That's like the worst thing you can admit to.
Yeah. What a,
Hey, I like this.
It's like a self-help group for fucking.
This German
Burger
man
supporters.
with a haircut from 2007 has given me much entertainment over the past, I think, couple of years I've been following you.
This is where we plan all our Minecraft schemes.
You have to be fair with my haircut, right? I've been trying to get my haircut for 2 months, but it can't happen.
Hey, you look like an average teenage protagonist from a 2017 drama or like movie or something.
Yeah, the
fuck.
hair salons are closed.
Okay,
I
all you
can't
need now
do
is,
anything
like-
about this.
Okay, your
like
profile
there's a
picture-
pandemic
okay,
going on.
What do you need? Okay, how do you think I can complete this look? Is that you get a like okay, whatever. I forget what the color is. You need like a pinkish red, like button down like cargo shirt, some khaki cargo pants, some like Vans. I think some like
Canadian.
good old like sneakers. They need to look like a fucking 12-year-old from 2007. You pull that look off really well.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Burger.
12-year-olds
I
from
can't see the
2007s
street.
are famous for
Like a
having big, luscious beards. That's a very,
Yeah.
it's a very
Hey,
12-year-old from
Okay, so you
2007
didn't
look.
Okay,
shave.
during
Good,
beard,
Burger.
during
I'm gonna be straight with you, dude. I am jealous as fuck of your beard. I've tried to grow out any kind of facial hair, but I look like a crazy Irishman.
It's
Yeah, you
no
know
look.
what?
The
I consider-
this doesn't happen naturally. I trim this.
Trim it, yeah.
Yeah, so like, there would be hair in this area here. I mean, you can't see that, but there's like all the neck area. You yeet all the hair on the neck, right? You don't want to be a neck beard. And there's
Oh,
like
yeah,
on the
obviously.
cheeks.
Totally a neck beard, not even kidding. I have to trim.
Like it requires a lot of maintenance. I feel
Well,
like
yeah,
not as
like-
much as when I didn't have, when I was like clean shaven. But
Yeah, like for me, whenever I grow it, right, it always comes out as like a very shitty attempt at handlebar, a soul patch, and then a billy goat thing, and
have
it
you
never all
moved
connects.
a lot closer to your microphone during this since the start of the show?
I mean, I have a headphone mic, and I just sometimes hold it closer to my mouth when I'm talking.
I have money. I bought a Blue Yeti, and by the way, I also have a beard, but I can't grow out a mustache for shit. I looked Amish in my fucking junior high school photo. I don't regret it because shit funny, but like in hindsight, I don't shave often. I'm disgusting.
Thank you, Chancellor 11, for the $2 and telling me that I should keep the Morion helmet hair. I don't know what that is, but I will pretend like I do. Oh
Mario-
god,
Yeah, it's a
do I have to
Warhammer
watch
thing.
this now?
That D&D
Anyway,
had
right?
competition.
You know, like literally just like hit me in the head like a ton of bricks. I was gonna like carry on doing the really dumb Ted Kaczynski meme, and I realized that in
Shut
literally
the fuck up! I'm working.
Why did
beginning
you...
of the second sentence of the Unabomber Manifesto is like a grammatical
I'm
error.
downloading this.
And
Yeah.
also, Gerard Wells for $5. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that dark September day? I was in school. No, I would have been out of school at that point in time.
Went to,
Are we on about Y2K?
Yes,
No, we're on
Y2K
about-
in September.
I mean, there were two. I mean, there was a 2 in that, but it's not the 2 you're thinking of.
Because I'm a simple person, I know exactly what I was doing at that point of my life.
Jacking off in
I
the
was-
shower.
No, actually, I'll be honest. I was a late bloomer.
Oh my goodness.
you
You
went
only
to,
started for like in 2 weeks.
Pretty.
you,
Exhausted.
And you just like sit there and reel off your entire sexual history on stream.
Oh, it's
You
the
can do
Conquistador
that.
helmet. Okay.
so do you guys
I
want
actually
to see?
I don't quite know when it what triggered it, but I know for a long time I had a weird attraction to May from Pokemon.
What? Because
Hmm.
she's
I
hot.
mean, I think we all went through
Because
that.
she's
Who
hot.
is that? I'd never
Yeah,
watched
man.
Pokemon.
The redhead, the original
during, like, I
redhead.
think, like,
Or-
the
No,
second,
that
the second
game.
TV show, there was a brother and sister that joined Brock and Ash. That was her. She wore like bike shorts, and I think a lot of dudes gravitated towards. I don't know.
I
think
have
that's
never
just
seen
a
Pokemon,
female
so
player
if you
character.
tell me it's the girl from season 2, I will have no idea what you
Oh,
mean.
message.
What a
It's the
picture of
female
her.
Do you
playable
wanna-
character
I'll
from the
post
third
it.
games.
Oi, 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 what is this?
I
Should I ban this? Should I delete this?
It's literally
Oh,
I want to.
Hey.
Yeah. Fuck it.
guys, I'm sorry, Burger.
Ah, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's May.
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, that's me. What's the other one? The
Oh yeah,
redhead?
I've seen her before.
Misty.
I mean, she's
Yeah, Misty,
she's like a
they're both
cartoon
hot.
character.
Well, yeah, but imagine
So-
her as a real
You
person.
realize
I mean,
Kind of
she
kind
would
of like-
We know
she'd
you're not
be hot
into
if she was a
hentai.
person, but she isn't. She's a cartoon character.
Okay,
Yeah, but you,
Like,
you can extrapolate
But
the
2D women
the
are
people.
hotter.
Yeah, they
here's like the character with okay. Here's her with her brother. That's Themia. Yeah, that's Max. I should remember that.
I don't remember that because I haven't seen it.
I mean,
I have not
yeah,
seen
Burger, say it
Pokemon.
once again so we can finally
Fair point.
understand that you haven't seen this.
But no, I mean, I know I have seen her face before. I have seen her before. Like I know that. No, we're also not playing this, Heinzke.
In Rule 34 art.
Yeah, fuck.
Was that?
Also, I'm at my mic now.
Yeah, cool.
Dude, I'm gonna be straight with you, right? What Pokemon character hasn't been R34'd at this point?
I don't want to
Definitely a lot.
Several people are typing.
Right? I'm not
The literal
defy you.
point of
Darkrai.
I defy you
Darkrai.
to
Wait,
tell me
no.
how 34 of Electrode.
Okay,
if
one
anyone
at a
remembers,
time.
Wait, I think this. Oh god, it's probably Darkrai X Dawn stuff because there is a Pokemon movie where we had this legendary Pokemon that was like a nightmare one. Dawn
gonna-
befriended it. It's a dude one. You know where this is going.
I'm just gonna point out,
Yeah.
like, because Pokemon is such a large franchise, there are people out there that make it their mission to make sure Rule 34 has every single character have at least one pornographic image.
Yeah.
Like, so-
even the
I know
chandelier,
so-
even the ghost chandelier and the ice cream.
No, no.
And you
someone
know what those
actually went
people
through
are?
the whole
They're
Pokedex.
patriots.
I personally have seen Chandelier.
Why would you? Why would you?
It is
Why would you
awful.
sexualize
I
the
hate it.
Pokemon? The actual
Because Rule 34 demands it.
kill
Because
yourself.
some people
is what
actually
I
like it,
demand.
and some people like just want to do it because they find it hilarious and for the fuck of it.
I mean, if it's for help, but I guarantee there's people that actually
Gentlemen,
turned on by that.
gentlemen, and
Imagine
ladies,
giving
and
shit.
all that in between. Can we just point out
you know
that
what? You're right.
I pay Burger simply to have the white mage as a title. People do
I
stupid
figured.
shit.
Yes.
You do that.
Who said that?
Can I
Who's the
pay
white
to
mage?
have the Bionicler as a title?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
It's
Become a
$50 a month.
$50 a month patron, and you can have that title.
I can't because I'm a mod.
Well, you can become a patron if you're a mod. You can't become a mod if you're a patron.
No, you.
I mean,
lied to
actually,
me.
I think we have done that though. But I think the last time. Wait, one of you was a patron before they became a mod, right?
Don't look at me. I
Wait,
worked my
Beast
way
is a
into this
patron.
position.
Someone tell me how much it took.
I just remember becoming a mod, and then I told you. I was thinking of becoming a patron, and you were like, "No, you're a mod. You can't be a patron."
It might have been the other way around, but I explicitly
No,
know that that was always my policy. Is that if you become because I don't want power in the server to be purchasable.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
we
I
have
understand
made
How much,
patrons
Burger?
into mods.
How much?
I will
At what
procure
point will
this
that rule
message.
break?
I will procure this message, and I will show it to you, but not now. 'Cause I'm playing
I know,
Minecraft.
like for instance, Beast is a patron and always has been. Like, I mean, okay, it was a mod before I even had a Patreon. But,
I mean, I'm pretty sure Beast got in the mod power by just flexing in private message.
Beast is like one of the guys that I have been following me for the longest time. I remember Beast was a fan of the channel when I had like 300 subscribers. So he was
Okay,
What a
Burger
chat.
Sims. Speaking of how much, I'm gonna be in here for like 10 more minutes, and if in that time you manage to have $100 worth of super chats, I'm doing the fucking femboy anime copy pasta again.
That I made you read. Okay, I'll
There's a
get.
femboy anime
Are you being better than me at like marketing right now?
I think he is. Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to see?
I do not
Do you want
want
to see
hear
something
that.
even?
Also, check out my YouTube channel.
Yeah, check out the
See-
Seatroll's YouTube channel.
God damn it, Caesar.
I didn't even mean
Hey,
to
Burger.
do this, but Burger said
I just
it up
want to
so
say
nicely.
something, right?
Yeah.
I remember how in your latest video plugged your own podcast. I'm halfway tempted to learn Texas German just to go on your podcast and flex on you.
I mean, that would
wait,
not
what's-
be flexing on me, but please do that. We'd love to have you as a guest if you tried to do that.
What is Texas
Didn't you
German?
explicitly say that the text
Dude, you
was
didn't know?
excluded?
There is a
I'm
dialect. There is a
assuming-
dialect of German that is spoken entirely in Texas.
Yeah,
What?
that exists.
Old colonies they set up that failed.
Why?
Because
Why
we
not?
do everything.
Because sauerkraut is everywhere and you can't escape it.
There's Texas.
see it.
There's whole towns in Texas. I think New Braunfels is like a town where the signage in like not the official signage I think, but like the signage from businesses and stuff. They have it in like German also. They have like double language signage.
That's weird. It's like, oh god, it's like, wait, is it less or more pretentious than Quebec?
Hey, how dare you?
I
That's
couldn't
my
tell
country.
It's Texas.
You know what I think is the best is the German speaking part of France.
I think Doggo is losing that game.
That is great. That is the
I'm only
best
seeing
one.
3 pawns. I'm assuming
that
the
Paris?
worst.
World War never mind.
I mean, I spent a bit of time in France on like a bike trip, and most people at the border they speak German, like just the same way that a German would, and it's the same the other way around.
Well, here's the question though: how close
Tony
is that
got
border to
Rule
Switzerland?
34 at that point because I tried to change from Bionicle. That's what happened.
It wasn't near the Swiss border. It was like the part of the border that France shares with the Rhine. Wait, was it though? Let me look at a
Is
map.
it the one?
I need to make
Is
a
it the
meme that
one
is
where they
my
put all
face
the
saying,
all
"Did
their
someone say
nuclear
Bionicle?"
reactors on?
Oh yeah, that's the whole German border. Yes.
As a dumb American, I don't know what the Rhine is. Please
Oh,
explain
yeah,
that to me.
it's,
Rhine is a river. It's a
Yeah,
river.
the River Rhine.
Why the fuck did no one send a super chat yet?
No one wants to hear that.
Because
They're all afraid that they'll have to hear that.
Many people, Brady, who
They
are
already
already
spent too much money.
If someone doesn't
I can,
send a super chat in the next 2 minutes, I will start posting Bionicle porn.
And he didn't.
No, you will not. You will not do that. You will not post
I
porn
want to
in
see
the
didn't
where
say
this
on
will
stream,
go.
though.
I am
Am I
dead.
You're
Think of
literally the person,
now.
Burger. You're literally the person who said there's no such thing as Bionicle porn.
that doesn't sound like something I said.
Go on the Bionicle channel and
Burger, somebody in YouTube chat said the Germans and Austrians sound the same.
Excuse me, this is true. This is entirely true. 100% accurate.
They sound the same, but they're not the same entirely in terms of the structure.
I have a question. If Germany and Austria speak German, why are they one unified country? Why does Austria exist?
Because Prussia's cool.
Because gentlemen, I can answer this for my EU4 knowledge can explain. Prussia was strong, but not strong enough to finish the job.
No,
Prussia was not
if
strong
Britain
enough.
and America speak the same language, why aren't they the same country?
Because one refuses to pay taxes.
Brady.
Well, they were.
Brady.
You fucking bangers, British.
Well, I mean, we were for like a second, but then we weren't because taxes are suck.
Relatable.
Sound like you're fruit. You prancing la la.
Someone in chat said Germans speak German, Australians speak English.
Fuck you, someone in chat.
Went to
Australian spoke Australian.
But like this is actually a serious question now. Okay, so Prussia was like some sort of political entity. Everybody spoke like dialects of German, right? It was like unified under the German language group. Then it collapsed for reasons.
No.
No,
look, Germany, like the German
that it hadn't unified with yet in 1871 and became the German Empire.
Germany is just a big region in the middle of Europe where everyone speaks the same language. But we always spoke different dialects of the same language. That's normal because that's just what happens. Like, you know, England also speaks various different dialects of the English language.
Yeah, there's like different pronunciations.
Like languages.
And there was, as nationalism rose in Europe, we developed, which was like essentially like a rejection of the divine mandate as the form of legitimate government and like basing your national identity around who you are as a people and not like that there even is such a thing as a national identity. And a big factor for that in Germany was the language, that we all spoke the same language, because there was no such thing as a unified Germany. At that point in time, there was just a whole bunch of different nations, and Prussia was one of these nations. And there were various attempts at unifying Germany, but eventually Prussia were the ones that succeeded. This is a very oversimplification of the situation, but Prussia is just a region of... It's a historical state that exists.
It's a region in Poland.
Like when it got real big and encompassed most of what...
We all ostensibly speak the same language because there's some people in East Germany who call Berliner Pfannkuchen.
So Prussia was a political unity of multiple German-speaking states into one.
No. No, it's as if it's like you have imagine the United States, right? But it's not the United States. It's a bunch of different states. And then California is like, we're gonna make Texas goes, we're gonna make the United States. They conquer all the other states. And then the capital of the United States is Houston.
Also, Prussia already existed, and then they just took over and like unified a bunch of other German speaking. Ooh, that's a big thing of land.
Yeah,
hey, I'd like to ask a quick question. Quick question, right? Who the fuck was it saying that they were gonna post Bionicle porn in chat if Burger got over $100?
It was me. I was kidding. I was obviously kidding.
No.
It was.
Come on, Freeze. You know me better than this.
It's such a motherfucking Sandro moment.
It is. It is
a big Sandro moment.
I love how this has become a meme of the channel, Sandro moment.
The irony...
Yes.
I'm the next Pepe. Like
the irony is Prussian was a culture that is actually like Lithuanian, but like the North Germanics...
Brady, the real world does not work like cultures in EU4.
It was the German Crusaders.
And I hate you even more that you spelled your...
Legitimately, original
wrong.
Prussian is basically Lithuanian.
Yeah, they're Baltics.
And the Crusaders basically genocided them.
No, here's the
called
thing.
that state Prussia.
Here's the thing.
And then they got beaten up by Poland.
The whole idea of Europe being distinct cultures that end at national borders is a complete fabrication that is in no way true and also in no place true in all of Europe.
It is. It's right. With Britain leaving, it is now just European, where it ends with Russia.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, all of Europe, it's all the culture of your neighbor is much more similar than the culture of the guy who lives on the other side of the country. That's
oh my god! I just realized something.
I mean,
you know,
the thing is,
guys,
a lot of dumb people wearing dumb hats who spoke languages that nobody understood, and then they fought each other, and eventually it became one big thing.
Yes,
guys, you know how the Brexit leaving treaty goes into effect this night.
Yeah.
I wonder.
No, it was the
What's
31st.
going to happen to the stock market?
It
I
was the
wonder.
31st.
Fuck all, because no one
I
cares
wonder,
about
is it midnight British time or is it midnight Brussels time again?
For the British time, it's we're still an hour and a half.
No. But like, at which time is Brexit complete? Is it at midnight Brussels time or is it at midnight?
Oh, I get it. I get it. I don't know.
Because last time it was Brussels time.
I would presume Greenwich Mean Time. That would be midnight. That would be like the Brexit. Wait, no.
Yeah,
Wait,
but last time it was Brussels
time.
time.
It was triggered at midnight Brussels time.
Dab on the Anglos.
Yeah.
Wait, the Anglos are okay. The Anglos and okay. I know I asked a lot of questions. I don't know how to continue conversations without doing that. I'm autistic. Deal with it. I
Better
guess.
than
That's,
pretend
most
you know
people
stuff.
here are autistic.
That does not surprise me.
I can diagnose.
I use you for as my reference guide for politics. You don't get more autistic than that.
So what I was going to ask was the Angles and Saxons were Germanic tribes. Wait, the Angles and Saxons were Germanic tribes that came from like the modern that came at what we consider the Netherlands and like northern Germany, right? Those are the Angles and Saxons.
I mean that's
Denmark.
It's the whole stretch of the coast around there.
Okay,
that's very far in the past too.
I know. Just like everyone, I just seeing dab on the Anglos. I'm guessing when people say that, there's like when Count Dankula says "fuck you, Anglo," he's referring to like English descendants of like the Germanic tribes that made Essex and Wessex, right?
We're talking specifically about English people.
Yeah,
okay.
Because like there's also the Celts, which to be fair, this is a theory. This is an anthropological theory. I do not know how credible it is, but I do know that it is credible. Where like there was always like the Celts are originally a culture that originated around the Alps, right?
Yeah.
I
saw a video. It was showing them like originating from like near Turkey, then going all the way up to the British Isles.
It's like that. I mean, you can trace that back to like Africa, but the culture as such is like emerged around the Alps, and then they sort of moved to the British Isles. But there is a theory that never actually happened. That just because they were in most of France and the parts of the British Isles that are mostly like they have the strongest Celtic identity were having a lot of business with those parts of France, and so the theory is that essentially not too many Celts actually migrated there, but that the people who already lived on the British Isles adopted their culture to the extent that their own culture was completely annihilated, meaning
so there was
that they were basically just ultra weebs.
I mean that tracks in that modern day English people are just pale imitations of the French.
I see this now. I see this. Okay, Brady just posted something. So it goes Gaelic, Anglo, Romans, Saxons, Norse, Roman, Norman, Scot, Dutch, English. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
what's Okay, actually, so what you're saying was there were pre-Celtic settlers of the British Isles who then adopted Celtic culture solely through trade between Celtic settlers in France. That's the theory.
Can I be a dick and say that you should call it?
When I say Gaelic Anglo, I'm referring to like the region.
No, this is actually a theory. It's just as a hypothesis.
That through
Oh,
trade
really?
with Northern and with
It's
Gaelic.
been upgraded?
Wait, is it Celtic or Gaelic? How do you refer to those?
Gaelic.
Completely different things. Separate them immediately, please.
Okay.
They're not. No.
I just want to make a ruling here. Silver is definitely autistic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm clinically diagnosed. It's not. It's like mild autism, but it's enough to where it can be pretty noticeable in some situations.
The problem with dealing with like Neolithic and like pre-Roman culture of Britain is the fact that there is nothing fucking written.
All right.
Yeah, there's no record.
I mean, that's the case about like most
Like
Neolithic
Roman's
cultures.
view of it is like
ridiculous
weird,
amount of
spooky
hard
people who
physical
paint
evidence from the
themselves
Bronze Age,
blue.
though.
Yes.
So
we have like a lot of hard physical evidence from the Bronze Age, though, Brady, which is where I was going to use my thing to shit on Burger's theory a little bit. Not completely.
This is not my theory. This is a theory by anthropologists.
Yeah, there's the migration theory as well.
Anyway,
No, Heinz, have you studied it?
Yeah. No.
Because there's even a study to say that the Saxon invasions, quote unquote, it was actually more migrations and integration than actual rape pillage. The rape and pillage came from the Norsemen.
Yeah,
that's well documented.
I wasn't about to assert that. What I was going to say is it would make sense for there to be like at least some Celtic immigration to England because there's a massive tin deposit in Cornwall, and over the course of the Bronze Age, there was like a lot of people going to that area.
No, like no one said that there wasn't any Celtic migration. It's that the degree of Celtic migration that people pretend that like it was the theory thus far may not have actually happened. That it was mostly the complete dominance of the Celtic culture.
It was exchanged through, as you said, trade between northern tribes of northwestern France, ancient tribes of northwestern France. Right?
Wait, so Bernie Sanders tweeted that I'm delighted that Mitch McConnell suddenly decided to care about socialism for the rich. That means the huge tax breaks for billionaires that he helped pass, not the $2,000 direct payments that America's struggling working class families desperately need. Holy shit!
What's happening? I give up on following shit because
I didn't follow this. Could you repeat?
You can read it. It's Cetor posted this.
I'm delighted that Mitch McConnell
doesn't want the $2,000 stimulus to go through.
What did tax breaks mean?
Yeah, no, but the irony of this is that fucking he's apparently now giving tax breaks to billionaires.
Wait, what are tax breaks exactly? Like versus write-offs? I'm very.
You don't have to pay taxes, and it is independent of whether or not it's a write-off.
Mitch is basically still blocking the stimulus thing, but also giving tax write-offs to billionaires.
I mean, he did already do that before.
To answer your question, though, a tax write-off is a tax break, but a tax break is not necessarily a write-off.
All right.
Where the fuck is the guy who shot JFK when you need him?
Dead?
Yeah.
Probably diddled by the mafia. That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna go out.
Autistic, man. Yeah.
Everybody have a nice new year.
Have a good night. Have a good night, man. Happy New Year.
I need to hang with my girlfriend to repay her for watching cuties with me.
Go get paid.
Is that?
I mean, I'm not sure you'll ever be able to repay that, my man.
I shall attempt. She had to watch it twice because I messed up the recording.
I mean, she already pegs you every night.
Why the fuck is Linus Sebastian on a horse?
Who's Linus Sebastian?
You've never seen that commercial?
You've never seen the Old Spice commercial?
Linus Sebastian. Is that the suave black dude? Linus Sebastian.
No, that's the white dude at the bottom. Linus Tech Tips. You've never seen that shit?
What?
Not Linus.
No, I said no, who's Linus Sebastian?
Yeah, Linus Tech Tips.
Who? Right. Shut
up.
Who unironically watches that?
Oh, that's not Core. I'm sorry.
I do.
Like, it's literally nothing but like product placement.
I watch him. I watch him. I don't know. I saw him do a collab with Tomad, and he built an awful PC.
I prefer watching Gamers Nexus.
The only thing that I actually know Linus Tech Tips ever did was like tweet that like do some fucking basically just eugenics about why you should do like breed with people of different races over the alternative. It's like it's like a really awkward, weird tweet where it was like, "Yay! It's actually there is nothing wrong with having kids with people of a different race," which is something that like no one gives a shit about anymore, and it
so he's like,
it comes off so racist.
I'm totally for that. I'm totally for that. My wife a black man all the time.
Right, you know, doesn't he have an Asian wife?
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that because he did it.
Don't a lot of people make these Don't a lot of people make these what seem to be like drunk posts after they've watched some sort of documentary or something where they feel really guilty that something happened, and they're like, "Look, it's totally fine to do this." It's like, "Wake up! It's not 1940s."
Wake up! Yeah.
I mean, I can sympathise. I've had this whiplash every time I read about Byzantium.
But Burger, wait, he actually posted saying that it's okay to have mixed race kids. He was like super. He's like saying he's super for that.
Yeah, no, but it just comes off in a way. That's the point. It comes off in like such a fucking weird,
like
tone deaf way. Let me find the tweet.
On a related note, technically, it's advantageous to like breed with someone further away because there's less chance
less
of, like,
genetic.
corruption.
Yeah,
that's true.
Less chance of there being like of
Eugenics.
Here we go. Yeah, less chance of like genetic inherited conditions and all that jazz. Yeah, that's.
But at that point, it's kind of like not even relevant anymore. Like there's like, yeah, but the benefit that you get is negligible. You might as well not do it. You might as well do it. That should like how likely it is that you will get genetically like genetic diseases should not be a factor at all at the point at which you decide whether or not you want to date someone of a different race. That should not be a factor.
Whoever you want to, and no one has anything to do with that. Fuck off.
That's why you should date your cousins.
You're sounding like a real Brazilian right about now, huh?
I have a question. Is
from different from? It's not necessarily about people about the people dating other people. It's about the people that are.
I love point 4 is like such a 4-year-old response.
If I can ask, do people exaggerate the effects of a child
we all race mix
from like incest? Like, if a brother and sister have a kid, will that kid come out retarded, or does it depend on the family's history?
There is a significantly higher chance that will happen. Yes.
Because I've seen
it's not that your kid won't come out retarded if you don't do that. It's just that there's a bigger chance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just because I saw a woman who was like from an inbred Appalachian family. She spoke very well. She just had fucked up eyes. Like everyone like explains, like, your kid's gonna be mentally retarded.
Can I just explain like this using like D&D terminology? Basically, the closer your genetic tree that you breed into is like adding another die to your roll, and every one you hit is a genetic fail.
Okay, actually,
that's not it. Like
that's not a great explanation, but
that's horrible analogy.
It's extremely simplified.
I get what you're saying. I kind of have an understanding of it. Just like every time I see like depictions of like kids who are like
like so most of these genetic conditions are recessive. Recessive genes. So if you are breeding with someone that has a higher chance of having this recessive gene as you, there's a bigger chance that the child will have both of them and therefore be retarded.
So like having like a kid who's born like is mentally retarded still an official medical term? Like, am I going to get you demonetized?
It's not. Say that? No, it's just.
Oh, we were demonetized ages ago.
Yeah,
the first 30 seconds of the show.
The first time he mentioned Bionicle.
That's a good point.
Sylvie, you're autistic, correct?
Yeah.
So you have the R pass.
Oh, we go.
Oh yeah, I argue with that. I have a friend who's on the spectrum too, and he says like he hates that because like it shouldn't be a slur. It's a medical term. We shouldn't consider it. But okay, so it's not because so a kid being born mentally retarded that chance is increased, but it's amongst other things that if other possible conditions can come about with how close you with okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just every time I see like depictions of incest, like in jokes and stuff, like kids from that, they're always either mentally retarded and
that's why they're
physically
jokes.
Yes, okay,
so
so jokes
barely represent reality.
Yes, jokes are not a great way of like
I know. I say that.
gauging reality.
But okay, isn't just jokes, but like other representations of that. But someone can like be a product of incest, be like fairly physically deformed, but still also have their proper mental faculties.
Yeah, it entirely depends on what kind of genetic problems are more common in that family.
So it's entirely possible that whichever Habsburg patriarch this is depicting, he's fine mentally-ish, but like he could have like
Carlos had like a ridiculous
right. The problem with the Austrian
literally couldn't keep his tongue in his mouth.
Right. The problem with the Austrian stuff is they kept fucking doing it.
And so like, oh yeah, he was technically more inbred than his sister, and then like if a kid from like a brother and sister, right? That's how inbred this guy was.
His dad,
right? The whole Austrian monarchy was so bad that it basically imploded on itself.
I mean, at one point, the English king and the Russia, or was it two princes? The English
monarchs
prince,
in World
the
War
Russian
I were
prince, looked ridiculously alike. They look like brothers.
It's, for instance, I think it's the British royal family, where pretty much all of the males are hemophiliacs. So that means.
Wait, seriously?
It's one of. I'm not this. There was a point in time where this was the case for some royal family.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that this is the case right now for the British royal family. That might be wrong, but just because
I know
because of the greater
Prince
amount of to be a hemophiliac, it's something that is. Wait, I'm getting this wrong. I'm trying to explain this, but I'm not remembering the specific details.
I know it's like it's a blood condition. Like you can't.
I know what it is, but I'm talking about the inheritance of it.
Sorry.
Basically, there is not just the chance that you will get it becomes greater because it occurs more often in your gene pool, and there is a lower chance of you having a gene that covers for that and saves you from it. The gene that would cover that and save you from it is on the X chromosome, which obviously or the one where men have a Y chromosome. So women are carriers for the gene, whereas it is expressed. I think pretty much only in men. I think I might be mixing it up with another disease.
A woman would express it if she gets two X genes with that recessive gene. But a man only needs one of the recessive ones because the other gene is a Y gene, so it doesn't need two of them.
Well, I was gonna say, if I can say, I was surprised to hear the hemophilia thing because like Harry joined the Air Force. Like you don't. That's a terrible idea.
He probably doesn't have it then.
So
Harry has like done a ridiculous amount of things. It's mostly like a publicity thing. It's really fucking
I know,
dumb.
but like
they let him work at MI5 for like a month.
No,
they basically explained that it was like trying to teach a toddler to like do fucking.
But like I saw this guy like
physics or something. The guy's dumb, is what I'm saying.
Okay. No, I saw the guy go into a helicopter. Like that was like a real military call. That NBC.
Can I just point out that he's the spare, not the air?
Fair. That's also a good point. Well, like you don't put a hemophiliac in a fucking war zone unless you're fucking
then he probably doesn't have it.
He wasn't
actually
Okay, royal family.
So what I'm getting from this is that is that straight incest is bad, but gay incest is okay.
So hemophilia has been called the royal disease. This is because the hemophilia gene was passed from Queen Victoria to the ruling families of Russia, Spain, and Germany. Leopold had hemophilia. Alice and Beatrice were carriers. Okay. Hemophilia in European royalty. There we go. Here we have it. I'm gonna post this real quick.
Okay, Critter. That's good art. I swear to fucking God, I am tired of seeing like, oh my God, 2020 was terrible. Yeah, it was. We saw a video of a black man getting killed by police. We're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. I'm so tired of people saying that the year's been terrible. holy shit.
You know, this year's
this
been
annoys me
terrible.
to no end. I don't know why. Like, I get the point. I get the point at companies and advertisers. The year's been terrible. I don't know why. This is just getting old so much.
You know what annoys me is the fact that if people keep mentioning that,
fire.
they'll jinx it, and 2021 will be even worse.
Yeah, I keep saying like, hopefully 2020. Oh, 2021 is going to be great. We're done with this bullshit. I hate that so much. Like, it's getting annoying on so many degrees.
Why the fuck is this?
Dude. Oh yeah, wait, Burger. You know how you mentioned that all of them? No, it was you three. Sorry, mentioned that all of the monarchs in World War One were related. It wasn't all of them. It was the big ones. Nicholas II, Wilhelm II, and George V were all grandchildren of Victoria.
Yeah, I saw. Wait,
you mean all the important nations?
Wait, did Queen Victoria have?
Dude, Austria-Hungary
exists.
Austria-Hungary was going to explode regardless.
Yeah, all of the
which Victoria?
Fine then, the Ottoman Empire. I know the Ottoman Empire was going to.
The Ottoman Empire was going to die regardless.
Wait, you said Victoria.
Yeah.
Is this like Scottish Queen Victoria, or is there another Victoria?
No, Queen Victoria, the one
of Scotland.
The one that you're thinking of.
Victoria.
How many children does this woman have? Because apparently, like, they intermarried with like Greek and German guys. My mom and sister have been watching The Crown on Netflix together for the past few weeks.
Great show, by the way.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Apparently,
No,
I
it
saw the
makes
thing with
people like
Princess
that,
Alice,
so
or the nun princess that was Philip's mother. She's Greek and German. The lineage of the royal family confuses the hell out of me.
It's all of the royal families in Europe are related.
It stems from two important German houses. It's a Saxon one that has a name that I can't pronounce, and another one which is the House of Goethe. In World War One, they changed their name to the House of Windsor because of Goethe bombers, which were like a thing.
Wait, is it? Wait, didn't the House of Windsor like marry into like? Wait, did the House of Windsor marry one of the British monarch?
Windsor is a name change since World War II because
Yeah, they named it after
Hanover.
the castle, which is the biggest royal residence.
Yeah,
and,
it was
the reason they changed it is because the Germans were strafing London with these things called Goethe bombers.
And this is the line Queen Elizabeth II, the current monarch, is part of.
No, Heinz, no. They changed it because Hanover is German, and they were at war with Germany.
Oh,
yeah, I know, but they changed it. They changed it pretty much a week after Goethe bombing started. You can look that up.
It's because Germany is actively bombing you. Let's not make it out as if the royal family is German, because that could sound like they have sympathies.
I'll give you a citation on this.
Because don't forget, Edward VII was like pro-Nazi.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Allegedly,
distance themselves from the German Empire. The thing that tipped the scale was Goethe bombing. I can like prove this to you.
So yeah, the unification of the House of Saxe-Coburg and Goethe, and it's even better that where is she? Elizabeth II. She is married of His Royal Highness. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? No. No, I want her husband, you nonce.
Who is the monarch that they said slept with a horse? Even though it was like later disproven, but it was like a whole thing in history.
Hey, I gotta leave for a minute. I'll probably be back. Can I mute myself, or will I get auto kicked from the VC?
I mean, no, you can mute yourself, but we're not going to be around for like too much longer. It's almost midnight here. It's
fair enough.
Yeah, he's of the what's his house? Where does it? Yeah, of course he changed his house. He was adopted by Mountbatten, but originally he's Glücksburg, which is also a German, but it's also that's the Greek royal family. All of the royal families in Europe, they're all related. They're all connected to each other. They all have much more in common with each other than like the populations of the countries that they rule. This has always been the case.
It's true.
And this is why they must all be abolished into one glorious socialist reunion of Europe.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Free healthcare for China. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. Never mind.
Honestly, I don't really
Brady,
like. I don't think.
Brady, I have your citation, 4th paragraph of this article.
I mean, we did prove that you can't just skip monarchy and go straight to democracy by just being.
I know it's the Guardian article, but
than,
fuck
than the
you.
US.
I found it, and it's technically.
Yeah, I stopped caring.
Okay, can we also just make clear that there is no such thing as race in science? Science does not recognize the concept of
Here's my
race.
understanding. Okay, this is probably gonna be a terrible explanation. Human ethnicities and races are basically like the equivalent of dog breeds, where they're all like
No.
slight
No.
multitude. No,
No.
that's not good.
No.
Honestly, not even that.
That would take a lot more inbreeding.
There is no human equivalent to dog breeds. That is not something that exists. And there
From my
is-
understanding, it's it's someone told me this is correct.
Conclusion
Like,
from this
okay,
conversation is that you
like-
guys all suck at analogies.
Okay, fair point. I'll agree with that.
If you actually practice eugenics on people, maybe.
Yes. Tribe of
Ethnicities are literally irrelevant in the modern world with humans because we crossbreed, like we breed in.
And it's always been the case. Like, there's never
Yeah.
the point at which, ethnicities is never. First of all, ethnicities are not necessarily a genetic thing, and also they never became genetically divergent enough that interbreeding was not possible.
The way I've always put it is this: like the idea of any kind of racial superiority basically died with the invention of modern medicine and technology. It's irrelevant now.
But the only like different thing is like this one.
No, it died
tribe
before that.
In like
when you've got someone like
forests where they all
Genghis
have
Khan going
daughters
across
and stuff
raping
like that.
literally the entirety of the continent, kind of make sure that we don't become divergent.
Oh wait, yeah, Genghis Khan like diddled everybody, like a lot of people, right? Wait, I have a question. I'm gonna make from what I've heard. Is this an exaggeration that said Genghis Khan like raped like thousands of women?
It's not.
Probably
Okay.
not.
No, it's pretty true.
Okay,
It's not.
how?
It
Was
is.
over-
It is confirmed
I mean,
true.
dude,
He
you
raped
can't,
everyone
we
in
can't
the
like
world,
verify
including
it or
you.
anything, but we know that he raped like a ridiculous amount of people.
Okay, like
Also,
did he
when we
have
look-
that much
To put it
stamina,
very
or-
simply, more than likely, everyone in this chat right now has some genetic relation to Genghis Khan.
Okay, even me,
And
an American who lives
Well,
yeah.
considering all our answers.
Western European actually has quite a low amount of that.
Okay, if I can ask though,
Eastern Europe that got fucked
so
hard.
how long did the conquest of how long did the Mongol? Wait, is Genghis Khan? He's Mongol, right?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How long? How exactly? How long was the period? How long was the period of the Mongol conquest? Like in terms of like years and
About
stuff.
30 years.
Like 50 years ish. It didn't last long.
50
Because,
to
and then
30
it
to
split
50.
into four. Split into. I don't know if it
Remember,
was four,
kids,
but it was somewhere in that.
You
ballpark.
want your inheritance to be primogenitor, not
Yeah, but-
fucking
but
Gavelkind.
It was like
Anyway,
30
it
to 50 years. You
collapsed.
said
Gavel
it was like
shit.
it was like 30 to 50 years. You said.
Something like that, yeah. I don't
So,
know
like,
for sure.
yeah,
Look
I'm
it
just
up,
like, this
dude.
is like
really easy.
Look
I'm
it
like,
up.
unless like, because like, there's so much the human body can take. Like, did Genghis Khan just have that much fucking stamina?
I mean, he went from
What
one
do you
side of the
mean?
globe to the other.
But he wasn't like horseback.
He
and
was
stuff.
like,
Fair
was
point.
he not like with the troops in the battle? Like he must have been really physically fit. Of course, he's got the stamina, right?
Fair point. All right.
The stamina for
he's got the
what?
machismo.
Raping all the women.
Because like,
you
I'm
can
just, like,
you can fuck you can fuck 1,000 women in your lifetime consensually. You don't even need to rape for
That's
that.
true. That's true.
No,
No,
I mean, like,
no.
I mean, like,
But if he's
like,
raping them, he needs the stamina, right? Because they'll be kicking and stuff. I mean,
Okay, like-
maybe not, because their lives is being threatened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're women in medieval Europe. They're not going to hit that hard, back that hard.
This shit is
they're
going
women.
weird.
They're
I
inferior,
genuinely,
so-
what has this become?
no, okay. I asked this because like, unless because like, there's like so much.
The
Like, there's like so
expansionary
much.
period itself was
Wait,
about
Guy,
years.
The
Guy,
first
Silver Runner,
Genghis
you who
Khan.
asked the question. You who
So
asked
were
the
there just
question.
like were there just like
Okay.
weeks or months like spent where that are just purely lamentations of the women periods where like he's just having intercourse
Right,
with all
I
the
think
conquered women.
right. I think when people say the rape of the Mongols, you're thinking him himself has done every single rape personally, when really people are talking about the entire horde and armada.
I just want to say that I'm on a.
Did you
personal
actually think that Genghis
Oi.
himself
Okay, we
raped
have 1 minute
personally
till
everyone?
a bit.
Okay, for
prophetic.
this minute, I need to say
There we
that I'm
go.
on a personal quest to become a
Wait,
consensual
dude.
Genghis Khan.
Dude, Silver
You're welcome.
Runner,
Chat-
can I
the-
say a thing so that I can absolve myself of the retardation that I've done? I said
Yeah.
the Mongol Empire lasted around 150 years, and I misheard
That's not the
something.
expansion.
So I'm wrong.
period.
No,
The
but it
expansion
broke
period
up pretty
is
much
around
immediately
The
that.
expansion
into
period
different.
was like 3
So
years.
anyway,
Okay, so
the
and also
Virgin.
I forget his descendants also probably who like his sons who probably like
When you
like
have that much
like
power,
moves-
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but I'm guessing like it's not like the man directly. He
Just
probably
ask
had like
America.
his sons and like his male descendants who inherited his position as leader of the empire.
Okay,
also probably
15
took over and
seconds
spread.
left. We are done talking for the next 10 seconds. We're just
The
8,
Virgin Genghis Khan who
7,
had
6, 5,
Israel's a
4.
legitimate
Shut the
state.
fuck
Israel's an
up.
illegitimate
2,
state.
1.
Yeah.
New Year's. It's 2021.
Wait, is this your year end?
This is my 2021.
Wait, Burger, is it
Yeah,
New Year in
yeah.
Germany now?
Yes.
Fuck
Yes.
you.
Wait, let
Happy
me.
New Year, my friend.
Can I say a few words?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
The
please.
Industrial Revolution and
Can
its
you hear? Can you hear the Minecraft?
Oh,
human
So
race.
we will take away your slutty clothes.
May I end the stream with something real quick?
I mean,
The
yes,
Virgin
but Heinz
Genghis
also
Khan who
wanted to
had
say
to force,
something. You
who
can
had
do
to
both.
I would
rape
also
women
like
to
to
get
say,
had sex to versus the Chad Julie Duabri who just fucked everyone.
Okay, I also like to say, Burger, Frohes Neues Jahr. I think.
Vielen Dank. Frohes neues Jahr zurück.
Did I pronounce that at all correctly?
No, you didn't pronounce it correctly at all, but it was absolutely understandable what you meant.
Yeah, I did Google Translate.
Like I was not confused about that.
Never
Hey, people.
Google.
Cool, my man.
Oh,
what do you want
Force
to
Noise,
say?
Should I say it in
I
Brazilian?
received my first
Yes.
present for the new year.
Bom ano novo a todos vocês, meus caros.
Oh yeah, Corey, you too. Real quick, is the stream still going or is it ended?
It's gonna end soon.
Okay, Israel's an illegitimate
Happy
state.
New Year, Burger.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Deutschland.
New Year,
Go eat,
everyone.
go drink beer and eat sauerkraut. I don't know.
That
I have a
all of
question.
you
Is
may get as dick
No one
as
eats
you would like.
sauerkraut.
I eat it.
Because you're autistic.
You know what I put? You know what I did? You know what I did in high school and middle school? So I take breaded like Tyson or like Foster Farms brand chicken tenders, put sauerkraut on them, then microwave them, then put Parmesan cheese on them, and it was absolutely delicious.
Okay.
I
That
want to
sounds
kill you.
Not terrible. Okay. Does anyone have anything important left to say that they really need to get
Bionicle's
off
the
their
best
chest?
IP.
Yeah,
There you go.
Burger, I do actually. I
Yes.
do.
Okay, Heinzke.
Ein Reich, ein Wort,
Heinzke,
ein
Heinzke has the floor.
Okay, right. Israel is an illegitimate state. The Palestinian people live under the boot of this horrible thing, right? It's an open air prison. There's war crimes. 1,000 of them die every day. It's horrible.